Hi everybody, it's Gail, the Happy Stamper. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Easter. We sure did. And holy cats, I cannot tell you, our church was rocking. The service was fabulous on Sunday. So we are all feeling refreshed and renewed and looking forward to a wonderful summer. I've got a couple things I want to share with you today, in particular this card. But first, I wanted if Andrea Eades, E-A-D-E-S, is watching. She is from Holland, Ohio. I tried to send you a thank you card, honey. Look, I wrote, "Go Buckeyes." And it came back as return to sender, no such street. So if you could just private message me at the bottom of this link over on the left-hand side. If you go down a little, it'll say send message. If you could please send me your correct address. I must have written it down wrong. I really want to send you a thank you note. So please do that for me. And then the next thing I wanted to share with you, this is for my Use It or Lose It, and this comes from Stephanie in Hialeah, Florida. Look at how adorable this card is. I love this diner. And she sent this to me for my Use It or Lose It and just said that she especially liked these videos, that it inspires her to go through her scrapping supplies. And she used her Mickey and Friends cartridge, which she had never used, and some old bling that she had gotten at Target and some K & Company stickers, and she created this adorable card. And there's some metal on it. I love the blingy ice cream cone. And this is from her Disney cartridge. So awesome job. Awesome job, Stephanie. I love it. It was such a fun surprise. And I just love all the little touches of bling that you have all over it. Awesome card, girlfriend. Keep going on your Use It or Lose It. And if you would like to have your card or project featured here on the Happy Stamper, please send it to the Happy Stamper, P.O. Box 272, Sparta, New Jersey 07871. And you can find that information on my blog at www.thehappystamper.com. So thank you again, Stephanie. I have this right on my desk where I can see it. And I think you're really swell too. Woohoo! All right. So for today's project, I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty Mother's Day card. And I've changed it up just a little bit. This is another one that I thought would be appropriate for Mother's Day, heart to heart, hand to hand. And I was going to use the Mother's Day card inside. So let me just show you how I did that. We'll get started. And I'm using Stampin' Up's Barely Banana cardstock. I use that a lot. I really, really like it. And I took this idea straight out of our idea book and catalog. It's right here. And I tweaked it a little bit with some colors, but it's on page 107. So that's what makes the idea book and catalog such a great resource, because they give you tons of ideas how to make things. And I simply just tweaked it a little bit with what I had on hand. So I'm using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. And for those of you that are new to this, you can get 2 cards out of, one sheet of cardstock. And then you simply fold it in half. And this is what is known as an A2 size card. And it fits our Stampin' Up medium size envelope. So I'm sorry if that was repetition for some. But there are new people chiming in each day. So I am using this darling stamp set called A Flower for All Seasons. And it's got a little bit of something for each season. I love it. I'm also using Crumb Cake cardstock. This measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I'm also using a piece of white cardstock, and this measures 4 by 3. And this is noticeably bigger, as you can tell, than this, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mount this here on my card. And first, I am going to use my beautiful ribbon. I love, love, love this ribbon. This is the chocolate chip grosgrain ribbon that is striped. And I think it's great for this card. And I also think it's great to try new colors. You know, not everything has to be pink and, you know, those kind of colors, baby blue for Mother's Day and whatnot. It's always fun to try new colors. So I'm going to lay my piece of fabric straight across, and I'm simply going to trim it like so on both sides. And this is going to be a very pretty, kind of a different Mother's Day card, but it could certainly be used for anything. I'm also using my Early Espresso, and I have, this is called the masking technique that you do. And let me open this for you. I think these colors go so well together. I'm going to use these 3 stamps. They're so cute. Okay. And what I am going to do first is, well, let me start with this guy. I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to stamp one to the left, and I'm going to stamp another one to the right and a little bit up, like so. And then I've stamped and cut out. These are called masks, so I'm going to mask my image, and I have a little bit of sticky tape on them, so they'll stay in place. And that's how I'm going to get my center one to look like it is behind the other images, like that. So see how the flower kind of comes over that? Okay, so that's how I did masking. I've gone ahead and colored this to save time, but I am going to stamp my sentiment at the bottom, heart to heart, hand to hand, and I'm going to adhere this to my crumb cake. Now the colors that I use to color this in with my Stampin' Up! Markers is Barely Banana, Certainly Celery, Pretty in Pink, Crumb Cake. I used a dot of red. Ooh, I forgot my little ladybug. Let me color her in. Little dot of red for the little ladybug. And Barely Banana, if I didn't say that. I'm going to pop this up on some pop dots on the back and adhere this to the front of my card. Super, super simple. I should have done this for Super Simple Sunday, huh? And I'm going to adhere that right to the front. I've made a bow that I'm going to attach with my glue dots, like so. And I'm going to put this just off to the side. And I'm using a stamp set, an old one that's retired. It's called All Year Cheer, and it says Happy Mother's Day. But there's some great ones that are current. And I'm going to put that in the center. So it's a beautiful Mother's Day card. And that's how you do masking. And I just love it. So here's another one. And then I just moved the sentiment to the center of that card. But they're both very pretty. And then this one on the inside says Happy Mother's Day. So that is my card for you today. I hope you like it. Let's start thinking Mother's Day. Mothers rock. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by and visiting with the Happy Stamper. And please leave a comment. I will certainly get back to you. Bye, guys. Take care. Big hugs from Jersey.